This is fantastic.
Kind of our own little private island over there.
Gina and Ben are looking for a waterfront home in Discovery Bay, California.
What if I could boat to work?
What if?
But with their budget, waterfront is going to come with compromises.
I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to fit. I can touch all the walls in this room.
Is this an atrium, David?
It sure is.
Kind of looks like a waste of space to me. All right, let me put on my bartending hat.
This house has a brass infestation. It's been overrun.
It does.
Will move-in ready take a back seat to amazing views?
If a river otter popped up right now, this house hunt would be over.
You'd be sold, huh?
I'd be sold.
We just washed this car last week.
I know, but with all the driving, it gets pretty dirty. I'm Gina, I'm 36 years old. I'm a police sergeant in the San Francisco Bay Area.
And I'm Ben, and I'm also 36 years old. I work in educational sales.
I grew up in Grass Valley, California, which is a small historical gold mining town in Northern California.
And I grew up in Southern California, in Long Beach.
Country girl meets city boy.
Yes, that is one of the reasons why I was so enamored with her.
We've been married about 6 months.
Yeah, but we have been together and living together for about 8 years, so we're
About 8
pretty
years.
comfortable with each other by now. Scrappy, come on.
They currently live in the Sacramento area with Gina's 17-year-old daughter Marissa, their dog Scrappy, and 2 cats. But with Marissa about to head off to college, they're ready to move closer to Gina's job in the Bay Area.
It's almost 2 hours. It's nearly 100 miles one way. The reason that we've stayed here in the Sacramento area so long was to allow her to finish school at these great schools that we have here. It'd be great if we could live like this right on the water.
They're looking for a new home in Discovery Bay, which could cut Gina's commute in half. They're also drawn to Discovery Bay for its location near the delta of the Sacramento and San Joaquin rivers.
It's a smaller community just outside the Bay Area, east of San Francisco. But the big thing about Discovery Bay is the water. It's got the delta. Most of the homes are either on the water, have water views. I really want to be able to escape when I'm not at work and be able to relax and maybe feel like I'm on vacation. And the other thing is Ben works from home.
I'm making out like a bandit in this deal because she gets to come home to the water views, but I live with the water views. Just move right in, have a nice spacious kitchen, we can still entertain.
The style of home that I prefer is something older, early 1900s. I like Tudor style homes. I like cottage style homes. Anything that's unique, anything that stands out from the rest.
The type of house that I like the most is probably a craftsman home. I grew up in Long Beach where that was probably the most prevalent good-looking homes around. I like all the intricate woodworking that gets done on the outside of the houses. I think that really lends a lot of character.
Something on the water would be amazing. If I can't be on the water, I would love some amazing water views.
Big enough to have an office too. Since I work from home, it's crucial for me to have kind of my own space. An updated kitchen. I spend a lot of time cooking, and so the idea that we would be having to remodel an old kitchen and be without cooking, without a kitchen for months on end is really stressful for me.
I prefer cooking on a gas stove. It's easier to gauge where you're at. You can see either lots of flame or a little bit of flame. The reason I don't like carpet is maybe because we've had pets and I am a neat freak. Brass fixtures are a deal breaker. Orange oak cabinets are a deal breaker. I think if we really buckle down and look hard enough, we'll be able to find something that'll work for both of us.
Our budget for this house is going to be $650,000. I would really prefer to keep it around $600,000 if we can. I know with Gina's wish list that might be difficult to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to find something on the water at 6. The market in the Bay Area is so crazy that if it is a home that's within our budget, there'll be 300 other people that are also looking at that same house.
And we don't want to get into a bidding war.
No bidding wars.
Assisting them with their search is Gina's longtime partner on the police force and part-time real estate agent, David Green.
So Gina and I met 7 years ago when we both started working for the police department at the same time. I would take a bullet for Gina, and I know that she would do the same for me. And that makes this entire real estate experience so much more meaningful because it's not just a client, it's a really close friend.
Morning. morning, David.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Nice day for showing homes, huh?
Yeah, it's not a craftsman or a tutor though.
No, it's not. However, I think once you see this house, you'll be pleasantly surprised. This house is listed for $650,000, 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and 1 half bathroom. It's on the water that has direct access to the Delta River.
Wow.
And the price was
$650,000. I know that's a little bit higher than what you wanted to go.
We could slide right past that, but
I think
Ben
you're gonna
got
find
it.
that this house is worth every dime. I know Ben's not a fan of having to spend at the very top of his price range, but if you want to be on the water in Discovery Bay, you're gonna have to spend some money, and it's an investment that's well worth it. Come on in.
Quite an entry.
It's a little confined here in the front though. I mean, I feel like you're, you're walking into a wall.
The staircase is fun.
It has all those brass fixtures that you hate so much though.
I do. I see brass already.
Oh, we're just getting started.
You know how much I also love carpet, David.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm down for making it our own and pulling up carpet, but I know...
Yeah, it's $650. It's
yeah.
gonna be a push.
Oh, I see water.
What do you think of those views?
Wow. Look at this.
Yeah, this is quite the view here.
Now this water connects right to the Delta River. So you have your own private dock. You can jump on a boat and be on the river in a matter of minutes.
What if I could boat to work?
What if? But, we need to work on something with the price. This house would be great to have a boat, and I know Gina really wants one, but first we have to be able to afford this house before we can get a boat.
I like the fireplace. Not the brass, but I love the tiles.
The tile.
Mhm.
The tile's really nice.
Yeah, I do like that.
Did you guys see the wet bar we have over there?
Yeah.
Let me put on my bartending hat here.
No,
This
I'm
is
gonna take a seat
pretty
right here
nice.
then.
It's great for entertaining.
You've got a pretty big table, plenty of room for all your guests.
It's definitely open, like you like. Oh, it's got these oak cabinets that I'm not a huge fan of.
I know. And it's a little confined. Being as big as I am, thus in here already, I'm already starting to feel a little cramped.
And I think all of the appliances would probably need to be switched out there a little bit.
Wow. And
and electric.
It's electric, so we were looking for gas.
It's very tough to find upgraded kitchens on houses in your price range that are also on the water.
It would take a lot of renovation to make it the style that I would be comfortable with, but the water views are something that would make it worth being here. I do like this. I like the railing.
All right, guys, so this is going to be your master bedroom.
Oh, it's spacious.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Look at that. You can wake up in the morning and see the water. I do like that. These are like $1 million views.
You'll hear geese flying by, you'll hear ducks, there's fish flopping around out there, there's even river otters.
If a river otter popped up right now, this house hunt would be over.
You'd be sold, huh?
I'd be sold.
They head back in to see the master bath.
All right, so here's your master bathroom.
Whoa, it's huge in here. There's so much space.
It's really, really big, but still needs to be updated.
Yeah, it does. This house has a brass infestation. It's been overrun.
It really does.
Carpet
Yes.
in the bathroom.
And at that price point,
I don't know.
we're still chipping away.
They see the second bed and bath and a third bedroom that could serve as an office space for Ben.
This is a lot bigger than what I'm working with now in my small little storage closet, I can tell you that much.
A great office space. Aside from the fantastic views that I love, those dream views, actually having access to the deep water so that we can get a boat.
And at the top of our budget, a lot needs to be remodeled. I don't think we're going to be able to afford a boat.
Yeah, I guess we'd probably have to hold off on some of the updating.
But I do want to see something that's a little bit cheaper.
Okay, I got it. We get back to the lab and see what I can do for you guys.
So David has lined up a lower-cost move-in ready home.
It's a little bit cookie cutter, kind of looks like a track house to me.
Is this house on the water?
What'd you end up ordering?
I ordered this great cab. It's really rich.
Gina and David are looking for a house in Discovery Bay, California. But finding a move-in ready home on the water priced under their $650,000 budget is going to be a challenge. They've seen a home on the water with a private deep water dock listed just within their budget, but it needs some work. Today, their agent and Gina's partner on the police force, David, has lined up a more updated home.
Not a Tudor.
Yeah, it's definitely not a Craftsman, but it's got some great curb appeal.
It's a little bit cookie cutter, kind of looks like a track house to me.
Is this house on the water?
It's not on the water, but it's a stone's throw away, and this house has everything you guys are looking for inside. It's 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It's listed for $590,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
Now you're talking my language with that.
So the homes that sell on the water sell for a premium. If you want to upgrade a house on the water, it's going to be way out of their price range. I wanted to show them this house today because while it's not on the water, it does have all the upgrades that they're looking for, and it's still so close to the water that you can be on it in minutes.
This is really bright and roomy in here.
This is definitely a big space. And I love the fact that there's hardwood floors. So I guess they're using this space as the dining room, so it's kind of an entry into dining.
Yeah, so this is going to be a multi-use space. They're using it as a formal dining room, but you could use it for many different things. If you wanted to use this as a living room or maybe a recreation room when you have company over, it's big enough. I think it would work perfect.
I wouldn't want to
I like
have
that.
people walking into my formal dining room, but having everybody over just to hang out would be great.
All right, so this is your informal family room. You've got a beautiful fireplace as well as space for a big screen TV.
I like the unique finish on the back of the fireplace.
I do
That's
too.
interesting, that's a little different.
And it opens right into this amazing kitchen.
This is really something that we have been looking for, is the ability for me to be in here cooking. At the end of the day, when Gina comes home, she can be in the living room, relaxing.
And look back here, there's gas.
All right.
And I don't see any brass in this house. I like the finishes here. It doesn't have the ugly oak type cabinets that I don't like. It doesn't look like we'd have to replace or fix anything.
All
I
right,
like
well,
this
that's great
space.
to hear. Why don't I take you guys outside and show you the backyard?
All right.
Wow, look at this pool.
Wow,
This is
yeah.
Not exactly what we were looking for, but it's a great bonus feature.
It's not water views and it's not on the water, but if we couldn't have those, having a pool would be the next best thing.
For the price.
And for the price, yeah.
They head back in to see a second bath and bedroom.
Oh, this would be a good office space.
Yeah, I think it might work.
All right, guys, so upstairs, we've got 4 full bedrooms and 2 bathrooms.
I really like the finish on the railing. This matches the kitchen cabinets.
So if you walk straight ahead, you'll see the master suite.
Oh, it's a huge space in here.
Oh, and I like these built-ins. That's something that's really nice. And it's got kind of a peaked ceiling too, which kind of makes me feel a little roomier in here, so that's nice.
Not a huge fan of the carpet. Could probably let it slide since it seems like it's just up here in the bedrooms.
And with this price point, I think it's something that we can switch up pretty easily.
That's true.
You can change the floors, but you can't change the floor plan.
Yeah, I like that the bathroom is attached to the master bedroom. That's really nice. Again, everything's updated in here, so wouldn't be anything for us to have to fix.
It has a huge walk-in closet.
They take a look at 3 more bedrooms and a full bath on the second floor.
I think if we picked this house up and put it right smack dab on the water, it would be perfect for both of us. But I think Gina's gonna have to figure out whether it's worth it to live on the water or if it's worth it to live in this dream home here that's perfect, move-in ready.
I really like the high ceilings. I feel like this house is spacious enough for us. And I love the price point of this house. But obviously not being on the water.
Yeah, without the water views or being on the water, that's something that we really need to consider.
But it's a good investment at that price for how much we're getting for it. All the finishes, everything's moving ready.
That's true. You get a lot for the price.
So now David's lined up a potential compromise home.
It's definitely got some charm and some character.
Yeah, I do like the fact that it's custom. How about some paddleboard yoga?
Sounds good to me.
Ben and Gina have a $650,000 budget for a home on the water in Discovery Bay, California. So far, they've seen a waterfront home at the top of their budget that needs a lot of updating, and a more affordable move-in ready home that's a few blocks from the water. Today, David's lined up a home on a shallow water lake that only allows smaller, low-powered boats.
It's not the Tudor that I was looking for.
It's unique though. It's definitely got some charm and some character.
Yeah, I do like the fact that it's custom.
Morning, guys.
Hey,
Nice to see you.
nice to see you too. How are you? Is this thing on the water or what?
It is on the water. It's not on deep water, and it doesn't have access to the Delta rivers, but it does have its own private dock.
I would love having a dock that we could paddleboard or kayak right off of without having to haul them somewhere else.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I like that.
And it's listed at $619,000.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
619 is good.
Within our budget. And
Ready to go take a look?
Let's
all right.
see. Oh, look at
Wow.
the size of this ceiling in here too. This is fantastic.
This is cool. Is this an atrium, David?
It sure is.
Kind of looks like a waste of space to me.
But it is unique, and that's something that I want, is to make sure that we have a space that's not like a track house.
It's hideous. I don't like it at all. It's a waste of space. I don't know what to do with it.
I do like these the shelves up here,
Put all the little knickknacks that you collect over the years up there.
although I am standing on carpet.
Ah, but the 619 be open with this one. This is something that's not too bad of a fix.
That's true.
That's a beautiful view. from
Wow, you weren't kidding, David. It's right on the water. I gotta see this.
up here. Oh wow, it's got its own little sunroom and everything.
This is fantastic.
Kind of our own little private island over there. We can just swim across and go hang out.
Now, you can't walk on the island because it's actually a wildlife bird preserve. And as you notice, there's tons of local wildlife that you can hear just a stone's throw away.
This is exactly what I meant by wanting a place that we could come home and just relax and escape from everything else.
Back inside, they take a look at the kitchen.
This is a really open kitchen.
It doesn't have the ugly oak track home cabinets. Oh, but look at that. An electric cooktop.
You know, with these 1980s houses, a lot of them were built that way, but this is the only appliance you'd have to upgrade in this whole house.
There's a few little things that are starting to add up.
It's move-in ready though. I mean, it is something that we don't have
That is
to
true.
swap everything out right away. We can get in,
That
and then
is
it's something
true.
that maybe we can address later on.
Well, I really like the fireplace in the living room.
And you still get this fantastic view from the living area.
Yeah, I really like that.
What room is this over here, David?
That's going to be your master bedroom.
Oh, there's the water views. Being able to hear the wildlife and see it from our room, that's really cool. But what about the size? It's pretty small.
And it is all carpet, right?
And it is all carpet. There's carpet everywhere.
Check out this little funky bathroom. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit in a shower like this. I mean, I can touch all the walls in this room.
Yeah, you're pretty big for that little bathroom.
The sink is going to be right around the corner here.
Well, this is kind of weird that it's not connected to the toilet and the shower. It concerns me that over time it'd be something that we would have to fix, and that it's going to add considerable cost to the budget of this house. It'll bring us right up to the top of our budget.
All right, Ben, tell me what you think about this for your office.
Oh, this place is huge for an office.
This is an office plus plus.
This is fantastic.
They see 2 more bedrooms and a bath.
I like this house. I think it really works for me. I mean, it's got that office upstairs is to die for me. I mean, working from home, that is exactly what I want. I gotta admit, I hate that atrium. I think it's a complete waste of space, but maybe something that I can overlook. I mean, this kitchen is already done. We can move right in right now. I mean, this is perfect.
The best part is the waterfront with the dock, all the wildlife that's out there. But there are things that are gonna add cost. There is an electric stove. The wall-to-wall carpet is awful. And the master bath leaves a lot to be desired.
After seeing several options, it won't be an easy decision for Gina and Ben. Their choice may come down to price, condition, and proximity to the water.
We can't keep dragging this out.
It's gonna be tough because this is a pretty big decision.
Ben and Gina have seen how much house $650,000 will get them in Discovery Bay, California. Now, it's time to decide.
So what do you think about the 80s traditional house on deep water?
I love the location of that house, but it's really at the top of our budget.
You're right. It has a lot that needs to be done inside the house. There's a lot of brass, wall-to-wall carpet, that 80s style, appliances that needed to be upgraded. So what do you think about the Spanish-style house, the huge Spanish-style house with the pool for $590?
I like the outside of it. I think it's got a lot of great curb appeal. It's got kind of the arches, and the tile roof was fantastic.
It's not on the water. That would really be giving up a lot for me because I really wanted to be on the water. Although we can walk to the water, it does have a really nice pool, and this house had a dream kitchen. It had a gourmet kitchen with the gas appliances. It's gonna be hard to find something like that in our price range, so that would be a really neat feature to have.
What do you think about that contemporary house that was on the lake for $619?
It is on the water, and it's within budget. But the water views with the wildlife and the island.
That office space is like my dream office space.
I really love that atrium. I can have a bunch of potted plants. Maybe we can throw some live birds in there. I hate the wall-to-wall carpet. For me, it's the lake house. It's got a little of everything, and it's in budget.
And it's move-in ready. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Let's do it. Let's call David.
All right, let's do it.
I think it goes this way. It's been about 2 weeks since we got the house, and we are in the process of moving in.
Yeah, we're in transition, slowly but surely.
They were asking $619 for the house. We offered $619. David was able to negotiate all the patio furniture and a few pieces of furniture included in the sale of the home, and a paddle boat.
Yeah, and a little paddle boat.
Yes.
I think we were a little bit torn whether we wanted to be on the deep water or whether we wanted to be on the lake. But in the long run, I think we decided that having the lake water was enough for us.
I really like this greenish color, but lighter silver might be really nice too.
Luckily, we haven't had to spend too much money on projects in the house. It's mostly been manual labor and a lot of elbow grease.
We're gonna be painting the entire living room. I guess the hardest part is gonna be deciding on a color. And I'm really excited about the atrium. I can't wait to get some plants in the atrium. I'd love to have the carpet out before we brought our furniture, but I think at this point, that's not gonna be in the budget. So I'm gonna have to live with it for a little while.
And that master bathroom really needs some updating and maybe even some remodeling, but I think if we can budget right, it's something that we can take care of down the road.
That's true, it is a tight squeeze for you in there. I think we both felt that the electric cooktop in the kitchen was a compromise. So that's something too that down the road we're gonna look into replacing. You gonna enjoy this, coming home from college? You come back and visit your mom?
I'm gonna love it. It's such a beautiful view. I love seeing all the ducks and geese.
I can't stop smiling. This is a dream. I mean, this house is something that we've been waiting for. So it's a big deal. We're home.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Happy to be here.